Feels like a lifetime ago. Fresh out of Purdue and into Army intelligence. Swapping reels, punching cards. Fresh from Army intelligence into a lucrative contracting job. I could have been anywhere on Earth, but I wanted to be in the middle of someplace most of the country couldn't point to on a globe if you highlighted it. I wanted to be with my best friends.
Yes, and if we were in the Arctic, I wouldn't have to worry so much about my boots being full. Sand doesn't melt in the heat, but snow would. Эй, шутки плохие.
Quit worrying all the time, Butte. You keep being stressed, you'll ruin those good looks of yours.
It is 0400 hours local time. I've just spent the last 4 hours of my life listening to the same song on loop. My mind is numb to everything. As the yellow light of my compass 1101 keeps me clinging to sanity.
Of every assignment, why did I get the one filled with comedians? Просто уму непостижимо. You may outrank me in your military, but out here, I am command. To protect you to the end. This is my job, and I am best at it.
Best at complaining.
Даже в конце ко мне будут относиться как к моему автомату Калашникова.
There's something contagious in that laughter. Something that draws me out of that stupor. I don't join in. I'm supposed to be mad at them, but I can't stop myself from smiling. In the middle of this place, we've got each other. You comedians are so funny. I can almost forget the sunburn, dehydration, sand in my boots, bullets stuck in my foot from last operation. Guys, grow up.
Эх, сука, я тебе покажу, где раки зимуют.
Only a coward comes from behind.
Hey, Bill, when they start teaching you commies how to be an asshole? Basic, or is that the advanced course?
The only family we need.
Everything's fair in war if it gets you the upper hand. Especially using your surroundings.
A rock meant for Castle slams into my $8,150 computer. The screen is fine, but the whole thing falls to the ground. A lot of noise, but it's been through worse. I look at it for a long moment. My lips purse, and I go to sigh. But there's already a fight breaking out.
You might tell me what the hell that was just now?
Hey, comrade, friend, товарищ. Даже пальцем не трогай. It was accidental. I don't break equipment for fun.
You don't accidentally pick up a damn rock off the ground and throw it at another man.
If I knew it was a rock, I wouldn't have thrown it. That looked like sand. What doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Like I said, it was accidental. To top it off, he looks like he's still breathing. Are you still breathing, мальчик? Or do I need to throw another rock?
As I hear that sound, I look up and bound back to a stand. There's a fight breaking out. First thing I see is Russo flat on his back. He rolls his jaw back into position, locking it into the socket. Castle's fist is clenched so tight, for a second I think I can see blood.
Can you just take something seriously for once in your damn life, you pinko bastard?
How about you live a little for once and yours, Lieutenant плохие шуточки?
Russo sweeps Castle's leg out from under him, bringing the two-man down to the ground. I can tell Russo is still playing, but it looks like Castle might just go for a gun any second. I stand up and, as usual, try to get in between them to break up the fight. But, of course, it's too late.
Стоять на месте!
At the time, I'm half expecting us to all wind up in a holding cell. A night in the drunk tank, slap on the wrist and out the door. What I'm not expecting is to be face down on the ground.
Micro!
It's the first time I've actually been shot. I've been shot at before. Came with the territory. But actually taking a round was different. It doesn't feel like how I thought it would from movies and books. I feel warm. The warmth spreads, and I realize I don't feel much of anything else. I don't feel anything from the waist down. Not even numb. Just nothing. Didn't realize warm was the last thing I'd ever feel in my legs.
Come on, stay away. Hey, stay with me, stay with me. What's your damn IFAK?
8 o'clock, 4 o'clock, half click, ridge.
The ground rubs hard against my face, and everything blurs. It's hard to understand what's going on as the lieutenant patches me up. Abramovich, the head MP, hits the ground behind Lieutenant Castle. Or rather, what's left of him does. His cigarette lands an inch in front of my face, distracting me for a second from the fact that his entire upper torso just isn't there anymore. My mind goes blank, seeing it. And I know I'll be seeing it on replay, all over, for the rest of my life.
Мы только что потеряли
Michael, hey, look at me, man. Don't you dare not off on me, okay? That is an order.
Она взорвалась.
Hell of a tour, Frank. Next time I pick a vacation spot.
We're falling back. We've got a platoon worth of mujahideen moving in.
Out of rep. Moderate blood loss. Packed what I could. It's not safe to move. It's like a wicker with hamburger.
Дьяволы, мать его! What are they using that can do that to a man? We are not leaving him. Move!
It takes me a while for the words to register. Some small part of me. To this day, it still hasn't registered. The gunshots rattle off in every direction as the watchtower takes a round, blasting into pieces and showering us with splinters. Yet all I can think about is those words. What hurts worse than the gunshot is reaching down and realizing what isn't there anymore. Feeling the wet spot as it drags along the ground. I lose consciousness, and the world goes quiet. When I wake up, I wish I hadn't. I feel something hitting my chest. My ribs are broken, and I can hear fire in the distance. The only comfort is that I don't hear the gunshots anymore.
Hey, лейтенант, плохие шуточки. He's still with us?
Pulse is back. Breathing steady. Transfusion worked. Any word from command?
2 or 3, but not a single conversation. Too much static.
How bad is it?
Well, on the bright side, you lost about 20 pounds and are likely getting a free ride home. On the downside, товарищ, I'm sorry.
13 days. We spent 13 days behind enemy lines, hiding in that bombed-out facility, while the enemy didn't suspect a thing. I thought we were gonna kill each other in there. Gangrene took what the bullet did into my leg. We were the lucky ones out of our company. It was like we had our own angel of death, looking out for us. If I believed in that sort of thing. It's hard to have a contract with a mercenary group that's only 3 people. Didn't hear if there were any other survivors. I highly doubt there were. 3 of us kept in touch, though. After all, for a while there, we were all each other had. Then Castle got married.
I do.
Russo went down for arms dealing, smuggling, and attempted assassination of a government official. And me? Well, I just did my best to keep in touch, trying to hold us together. It wasn't noble. It wasn't selfless. I was just lonely. So damn lonely. City's gone cold. World's gone cold. Every time I think we've frozen over, it just finds another way to get worse. But maybe if I can just find a way, I can bring some light back into the world. Maybe there's a chance to make things right.
So your brother's bound and gagged, and they've chained him to a chair. Won't you please come to Chicago just to sing? In a land that's known as freedom, can such a thing be fair? Won't you please come to Chicago for the help that we can bring? We can tell.